Hello everyone and welcome back to another episode from the Multi-Tools and Blades channel. Don't forget to hit that subscribe button for your chance to win this brand new Leatherman Free P4. Today we're going to have a close look at the 30th Anniversary Leatherman Charge TTi. Officially there's only 1,000 of these made with the gold plating. They come in a very nice little presentation box. I believe these were commissioned by Texas Tool Crafters. Comes with a nice little suede pouch, but we'll have a closer look at that a little bit later. If I can pry this tool out, we'll have a close look at that first. So just to make things very clear, this is a very stock standard Leatherman Charge TTi. With the exception of the titanium scales, everything is being gold plated 24 karat gold. If you own a regular Charge TTi, you probably know that there's not very much tolerance between each of the individual tools. Having them gold plated means there's even less tolerance. You can definitely feel the difference between this one and a regular one. This is obviously made for a collector's piece, not to be used, but there are still some muppets out there that use them and break them and send them in under warranty. The coating is not quite uniform across all the tools, so all the tools have been gold plated separately, individually. You can see that there's different levels of coating on different parts of the tool. I think this is one of the tools where it's best viewed in the most natural light. I've tried to get the best natural light here for you guys. It's an overcast day. I don't have any polarizing filters on my lenses, so this is exactly how it looks in the hand. You can see how disappointing the plating is on the ruler there. And that's not from overhandling. I've probably only taken this out of the box about 3 or 4 times. So for something that Leatherman was charging so much for, you'd probably expect it to be a little bit better quality. But my experience with Leatherman is that quality control is not one of their highest priorities. Not only being pretty, but this tool is also practical. You can still use it for everything. The blade still comes razor sharp, just like any other Leatherman does. Speaking of which, let's have a look at that knife blade. So it's S30V steel, as normal. Have a look at the difference in colour between the knife blade and the locking mechanism underneath. Even with an overcast day, you can see how pretty that knife blade does look with the gold plate, doesn't it? I certainly wouldn't want to use it. I can imagine how much that would scratch up. I've actually seen these come in under warranty and at first glance not even realise that they were gold plated because it has been worn off so much. Here we have the regular file. So on one side it's a normal double cut file, and on the other side we have the diamond coating. Of all the multi-tools I have, this diamond coated file is probably my most favourite one. I tend to use the one on the Surge because it is replaceable, and I have just like a drawer full of them. You haven't used a file until you've used Leatherman's diamond file. Onto the serrated blade. Now one thing to note though, that little gut hook there is probably one of the most common things that break on a Leatherman Charge TTi. I'm not a big fan of Leatherman's serrations. Having used Spyderco knives, their serrations are much better on their blades. It's just one of those things that bugs me about Leatherman, is that they never really change anything, even if it's a bit mediocre like that. They just never improve it in the way that companies like Spyderco do. Hand on heart, I've never really used the wood saw on a Leatherman tool. It is a single direction saw. It's just a little bit short compared to some of the other competition out there. What I do like though is that the saw and the file lock, which is something that the competition don't do. I would be more inclined though, if I was in a position where I needed to use a wood saw, I'd probably use something called the pocket chainsaw, also known as the unbelievable saw. So just like everything else, the inside tools are also gold plated. All the tools inside are standard, so you won't see anything different from a normal TTi. I think it's time for Leatherman to start using standard 1/4 inch bit drivers. Using their proprietary system is one of Leatherman's biggest downfalls. Tell us what you think about that in the comments down below. I really like the scissors on the Leatherman Wave and the Leatherman Charge. Ever since I picked up my first Wave, that's the new Wave since 2002, I've always liked them. I think the person that designed that eyeglass screwdriver there, the reversible one, needs to be shot. I've spoken about this to Ben Rivera directly, and Ben is a very smart and very switched on person. But Ben, if you ever watch my videos, mate, you need to do something about that. Alright, maybe we'll have a look at the sheath now. It's very nice to the touch. I do like the suede. I'm quite surprised that more sheaths out there aren't made of suede. All the stitching is quite spot on, and I really do like that locking tab on the top. Maybe it's just because I've handled so many of the normal regular sheaths that just something different like this just stands out a little bit. All in all, I think that just the premium sheath fits really well with the premium tool. I'm really glad they just didn't pop in a normal regular sheath and just say, there you go, that's what you get. One thing I am surprised about though is that unlike a regular Charge TTi, you don't get any of the accessories. So you don't get a pocket clip, you don't get any of the additional tools, nothing. I kind of understand why though. Well, that concludes another episode. Hope you've enjoyed the video. Please hit that subscribe button if you already haven't done so. Thanks for watching, and I'll catch you next time.